Hey guys, it's Rob from Romeo Delta Media here, and I've got a story just for you. Stick around. What's happening, guys? Thanks for hanging around. I've got a story to tell you about how when you think about a box, there is no box. The problem is that life, and every time we grow up in this academic society that we're all pushed into, we get put in a box. We get given a baseline of where we are. This starts right at the very foundations. When we're very, very young children, we get graded on everything that we do. And I want to tell you that how nonsense that is. There should be no baseline for anybody because we all learn in different ways. I'm going to tell you a little story about why this is nonsense. And it's all to do with beliefs. There was a young lad in America, and he was not doing very well at school. He was failing, as you or I would, I don't like the word fail, but he was failing. He wasn't doing very well in any of his academic careers. And he went to come and do his SATs, which is the generic sort of testing for the kids to show them where they are. It's basic maths, basic English, and basic literacy and science and stuff, and it just puts you on a level. Anyway, this level in America, I believe, is out of 1,500, and this 1,500 that it's out of, you get your score once you've completed the test. This mother of this child sort of said, "Look, son, you need to do better. Please, please, please try your hardest. This is going to scope you for the rest of your life. This is going to be the thing that determines who you become. You need to try hard. You need to put everything into this." The lad went away and did his test, and he came home and his mum said, "How did you get on?" He said, "I'm not really sure," but his grades came back. And out of 1,500, he got something like 1,458, which is unheard of, which is incredible. Everyone was so proud of this young lad. And his mum was like, "Well, did you cheat? Because we know that you were failing at everything." And he was like, "Mum, I tried to cheat. I couldn't cheat." It was just this incredible scenario where he'd done over what was accepted. But he'd been given this new belief, where he went back to school. And the teachers looked at him in a different way and said, "Oh, maybe we've missed an opportunity here. Maybe we've looked at this kid in the wrong way." But what happened was he started attending his lessons. He started hanging around with a different group of people because he was this now smart kid, he'd done really well. Years went on, he went to college, he went on to university. He went on to become this great big entrepreneur who really mastered his craft and trade and became this really successful person. What they did then is they went back and they assessed all of these SATs grades, which they do apparently over a short period of time, and they graded him. And they realised that what had happened is it had been a print error, and actually he'd only got 458 in his SATs. But because he'd been given the mental dexterity and the mental purpose to sort of go, "Do you know what, actually, I'm much better than I think I am," he went on to become this amazing person because he wasn't inside a box anymore. He wasn't inside the academic limitations that he was given. He wasn't the person that everybody said he was. He had built this belief that he was somebody else. There's another story that somebody says that, and I believe it's Zig Ziglar, the way he said if you were to lose all your consciousness and to wake up in a hospital bed where you knew nothing else but you had these great people surrounding you. Let's take the Special Forces for instance, and they were all surrounding you going, "Listen, we need you back. You've been out for a little while, but we need you back." Your belief would be, "Oh my God, I was this person. I was this amazing person." And then you're going to want to try your absolute hardest to get back to being that person. Physically, mentally, you're going to work harder than you've ever worked before. So I'm here to tell you, there is no baseline, guys. There is no you in a box. There is no what you can and what you can't do. Something is only impossible until you've achieved it or somebody else has achieved it. Robert Bannister ran the first 4-minute mile. Let me tell you, there's been hundreds of people doing it since. But everybody said that was impossible. They said it's humanly impossible to run the 4-minute mile. Absolute codswallop, guys. Let me tell you, there's college kids now that run the 4-minute mile. And if you really wanted to, I'm not saying you could, but there are lots of people out there doing it. The Wright brothers with flight. People on the moon, people in space, people achieve so much. So when you look at yourself, do not put yourself in a bubble. You are not in a bubble, you are not in a box. There's no thinking outside the box, there just is no box. It's what you believe, and I believe that you can achieve so much more than you give yourself credit for. So don't be the person that's inside the box, be you. Dare to be you, dare to be different. So I hope that little story helps you there, guys. And I want to say, just be you, be awesome, be amazing, be everything you can be, and be a peacock. We are Romeo Delta Media, the business peacocks. Speak soon.